and welcome, beloveds, to the Dr. Mumbi Show. My name is Dr. MumbiSeraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you are moving into living life truly on your own terms. The sun is back. What? Our brief cold season is over. Now the August sunshine is here, and so many Africans have really gotten themselves together. At least here in Kenya, many are moving into the rural areas. Many are planting their own food. There's just a lot happening. Now, I got an email from a concerned diasporan who was asking about, these. Have you seen this story about the Chinese seeds that were sent to the divided states and the divided kingdom? And they were like, please warn Africans, not to plant these seeds, not to accept these seeds when they get them. The interesting thing is, the mailing service across Africa is very, very different, where many Africans actually don't even, first of all, there's no, actually, they bring the mail home, at least not in Kenya, and most, I would say the majority of African nations. Let me know if they do that in South Africa. I'm not sure. But there's no, actually, they're bringing the mail to me, unless you've ordered with the DHLs and the, those ones of this world. But most of us have a P.O. box number, and we have to go to the post office to get our mail. And so it would be harder for the Chinese to actually penetrate Africa and send us their seeds. Most of the people who actually have mailboxes are the bougie, the middle class and the upper class, so it would be more them. But the reason there's been so much concern because, the divided states government has come out and said, don't plant the seeds, send them in, send them into, I think, the USDA, is it the Drug Administration or whatever, that one. And because this represents a potential ecocide. And what we mean by ecocide is there's been a lot of it's not the story of what the GMO plants do has not been fully told. When we look at the scary people like Bill Gates, a lot of them, he's invested heavily in Monsanto. They literally want to control food production. And what they found with GMO seeds is that if you plant them next to an organic farm, those GMO seeds will literally go and pollinate and destroy everything from the organic farm. Now, there's been a lot of, resistance to, the GMO movement, but because we have such weak gatekeepers who are literally willing to sell, souls to the devil for a few pieces of paper, not even silver or gold, paper, literally. That's why we've been seeing a lot of penetration. I just saw Monsanto opened up an office. I think it's been open for at least a year here in Kenya. And the biggest concern is not really the seeds coming from China, but it's the fact that our own agricultural systems, our indigenous seeds are under attack. That's why, beloveds, if you have your shoshos and your wukas, basically your grandmamas and your grandpapas in the village, or even your mothers, start to collect those old seeds. Even go to the market and collect those organic beans, collect as many organic seeds as possible. Try and go to the bushes, because one of the big reasons that there's been a cancer explosion across the African continent is because we're still using products like Roundup, pesticides that are taking out our wildlife and they're affecting so many of our people. And that's why we're seeing cancer everywhere, because they're sprayed directly on the product. And when those products are banned in Europe or in the divided states, guess where they're dumped? Because they don't stop producing. They're like, okay, yeah, we can't make them anymore, but we're not going to close our production, so let's just send them to Africa. But Africa is waking up, and we're refusing to be the dumping ground of the West, and there are activists, exposed activists, who are really leading the way in terms of trying to bring the information to the people about the GMOs. But you know what, their game is up. Their game is up, and we're going to see African governments across the world are just going to be fighting for their own individual survival and looking, because it's not going to be favorable for really any African country to become part of this global new world order. And once the presidents realize that their power is going to be taken from them, you just wait and see. These African presidents, wait and see. And then once money has no value, it will be very interesting to see what kind of chess moves they start to make. But thank you so much for all the emails that you send us. Thanks to everyone that supports us on our Patreon and our PayPal accounts. If you have any interesting articles, please go ahead and email us, Dr. Mumbi at drmumbishow.com. Until next time, tuko pamoja.
Somebody tell me say I joke this. Somebody tell me say I joke this. This coming like a joke. Anyways, the other day when time them kill George Floyd, you see how much people come out and protest, Jamaican jump out and protest about Black Lives Matter and Black Lives Movement. Well, make we tell Uno something. Rasta Life Matter and Rasta Movement's time. No, Mr. Prime Minister, this is part of no one to ask your big boss. Are you serious? Like, you really are going to take this and you really are going to sit down and make who's to ever set this a rule and regulation, divide the country. So after you work so hard to build where you are built, and after you work so hard to set a foundation or to make your legacy continue, you are going to make them mash up your legacy, sir. Are you serious? Bro, God, you just are going to sit down and just fold your answer and say anything goes. Who know the quote of them? The quote of them, you don't read the quote of them. It says, out of many, we are one people. You hear me tell you? When you mention the word Jamaica, the first thing come to your mind is Rastafari. The first thing come to your mind, no brown boy, Chinese boy, white boy, black boy. The first thing come to your mind is a Rasta man. And you are going to tell me, say, Rasta was supposed to set the rules and the regulation of Jamaica. You're telling me, say, Rasta Pitney, I go to if I'm but if they can't go in a school. Are you serious? What kind of foolishness that you're talking about? Hey, you don't ever see some dreadlocks girl or some dreadlocks boy I go to school with them turban or them tam with the logo of the school or the color of the school embroidery around that. You don't know how beautiful that look. You know how beautiful that look. Let me tell you something. A Rasta sell Jamaica. When they mention tourism, and when I try to sell tourism board, a Rasta them use, a Rasta logo them use, a Rasta slogan, a Rasta style, everything. Nothing to do with we. As a normal black man and a black woman, nothing to do with we. A Rasta they use and sell it. Therefore, if you use Rasta to promote the country, Rasta supposed to have an upper hand in a saying everything. And you are going to tell me, say, you are going to allow court to come justify which part Rasta picnic place in the school and where them can wear and where them not supposed to wear just because of them belief and them lacks. Well, hear me. If Rasta for tap gas school and Rasta for do this, Christian for do the same thing too. Because nobody live better than Rasta in a Jamaica. You can't tell me nothing. Real Rasta man in a Jamaica are some of the strongest foundation and background in Jamaica. You hear me? I say, me not talk about the little one them with curly locks and shiny bump and call themselves Rasta. Me I talk about real Rasta people. The quote of them say, out of many we are one people, and I don't know how you allow people to divide in a time like this. In a time like this. I set them and set up you in a brogan. I set them and set you up. I set them and set you up. And you say, if you don't see it, nobody now going to see it for you. I set them and set you up. In a time like this, what we need is unity. What we need to talk about is how we bounce back from what we have faced. We don't need to talk about no Rasta in a school. Rasta have rights just like any Jamaican. And Rasta have more right more than majority are we down there. You hear me answer? Because when you sell the country, we use the Rasta them to sell the country. Anyway you go into this world, Rasta stand out more than me. Me then in some country I hear people sing Bob Marley song when me never hear yet, when me don't know nothing about. And you are going to tell me, say, course I'm going to jump up and talk about, say, teacher have a right if they feel like to tell them to go down and go cut their locks. Here we are, say, oh God. Look into this thing here, Papa. Look into this thing here. Set them and set you up. Through them no election they near. This jump out in a play. I set you and get set up. You understand? You get set up for lose what go on right there. So. And if you don't stand up and see say, and divide them and try to divide with Larry. As me say, you see him like how we come out for George Floyd, and you see him like how we call for Black Life Movement for George Floyd. I see him where we are going to debate for every angle of this word for Rasta for make you know say Rasta have rights in Jamaica, and I wrong to on a step on. Wrong to on a step on, and not try to step on some other people too. Una step on Rasta to the foundation of the whole thing. Una step on too. I wrong to that on the pan. Bro, God, you can't sit down and make this just happen like I know nothing. You know, can't just pass this off and make it look like I know nothing. We're not stupid. From the day we born, we live among Rasta, some of the most cleanest set of people, some of the most upright set of people, some of the most humblest set of people, and we can bank on that. You understand? Some of the most trustworthy set of people. Nobody look on Damian Crawford. Who in the politics intelligent like Damian Crawford? Even when they over so, who intelligent like Damian Crawford? I want to go tell me, say, Damian say, go cut in like say, come on. You say, anyhow, you don't fix that. Anyhow, you don't fix that. You don't just as uproar the whole riot in Jamaica. Because 99.9% of Jamaica have connection with Rastafarian. If my uncle and a Rasta, my auntie and a Rasta, me have my neighbor them with a Rasta, and I will believe when them believe, we stand with them 100%. So, bro, God, look into the matter. Set them and set you up. Set them and set you up. Who's to ever make this a decision here? Out of many, one people, and yet division are going to go on. Bro, God, I mean, nobody set you up, man. Don't make nobody set you up, man. This is going to cause chaos right now. This is chaotic right now because America start talking about it. Jamaica start talking about it. Everybody in the world start talking about it. Rasta, wrong tone of step on. Wrong tone of step on. And guess what? Well, they have to stand with them. As a ballhead, man, they have to stand with them. Not half a percent, but 100%. A Rasta run this.